Hi, I'm Ryan with Iron Planet Hobbies, and in this video we're going to talk about the benefits and the uses of the Digikeijs DR5000. Alright, first thing we're going to do is just a quick unboxing of the DR5000, and let's just take a look and see what's inside. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and first thing you can see here is the manual to it, and here is the DR5000 and what it looks like, and you can see all the different port options that are on the top, and your power and stop button right here. And we're going to go ahead and open up the power supply box. And in it, we've got plugs for different types of outlets depending on where you are in your location. We have the power supply itself with the adjustable voltage right here, and this is adjustable from 15 volts up to 24 volts. And we also have the USB plug. So another neat thing is it also comes with the terminal connector, and if you happen to have the male version of the terminal connector, which is not included in the box, you can simply plug it into your power port here on the DR5000, and then you can plug this into the output of the power supply like this. And then you can mount your power supply at a greater distance away from the command station if you don't have extension cords or it's just not in a good convenient location. So let me set all this aside here and let's talk about some of the features and benefits of using the DR5000. Alright, so this is the brain of the DCC system for operating your layout. And the advantage of using this is it is compatible with multiple different manufacturers' equipment. It has a LAN port right here. So what you can do with the LAN port is you can plug that into a router. You can also plug it into a Wi-Fi extender. You've got the S88N connection here. There are a lot of devices that run on that protocol. You've got LocoNet B and LocoNet T. What the LocoNet B is for your boosters, and also if you're using any of the Digitrax BDL boards, they would also want to go on the B side, and then put everything else on the T side. So if you're using for throttles, any switch machines like a DS64, UR92s, things like that, UP5 panels, you want to put all of those over here on the B side, or I'm sorry, on the T side. Here you have your track output. That would just be your normal 2 wires out to the track. You've also got your ExpressNet port. ExpressNet port, it would be used for any devices that run on ExpressNet. And then you've got the PB bus, so anything that would run like on a B bus for boosters, things like that. You've also got an RS bus here and a programming track output. And this programming track output is very nice because you do not need a programming track booster. This has an adjustable output, so you can raise or lower it depending on what type of decoder you're programming. And we've also got the USB plug right here, so this will plug into a desktop, laptop, something like that for setting this up. There is a download available to install and run on your computer, and by using that GUI, graphical user interface, you can set up all the options that you want to for the DR5000 right on your laptop or desktop computer. Makes it very easy, very convenient. And then of course your power here. Also on the front you've got some real easy push buttons here for turning on the track power, turning off the track power, multiple LED lights on here indicating just the status of what's going on. It's also got an infrared input for some of the older infrared throttle systems. And the best way to get started with something like this is you can use this right out of the box to control your layout. However, there is a throttle you can open up on the interface and you can run a train with it, or you can use a throttle in JMRI and that will also be able to run a train. But the next step is you can add a throttle like this. This is a Roku WLAN mouse throttle, and it is wireless and it will connect straight to the DR5000 via Wi-Fi. So you'd want to just set up the DR5000 in the settings to the Z21 setup, and what that will do is allow you to then program this just through the simple menu to match it to the DR5000. And so then from there on, once this turns on, it will sync up and you can run a train, and it's very easy to control with the knob. Directions one way, center off, direction the other way, and all your function buttons are on here just like you would be used to on a throttle by Digitrax, such as one of these, the UT4, or even the big one with the function buttons and everything here. So you can do all your programming with this just the same. Now let's just talk about this here for a second. You can use these plugged in, or if you have the UR92 receiver, then this will work just the same as it does on the Digitrax system. You can do your consisting, programming on the main, everything that you're used to doing, you can do it with the DR5000. So if you already have a system, maybe you've got something like a Zephyr, or you've got a DCS 100, or even a DCS 240, and you want to expand your layout, your system, your setup, and would like to add some extra features. Well, what kind of features can you add with the DR5000? Well, like we talked about, besides all the extra ports on here, this does support railcom. You can look that up online, and we'll make a video about it here real soon. Railcom adds a lot of features in what that does with your decoder. It gives you feedback if you have a JMRI panel or iTrain or some of these other programs that are out there, RockRail. You can actually see the loco number on the panel and which block it is in. And then there's quality of service that feeds back, and there's several other things on that. And most decoders have the railcom built into them. Those by ESU and TCS, you can turn the railcom on and off just by setting a CV setting. And so that's a really nice feature. So if you have one of these and this is all you have a couple options on how to do it. You can convert something like this or one of these to a booster. There are CV setting or option switch settings inside here to convert this to a booster. Plus you can also install the jumper wire between the program and ground, and that will convert this to a booster when it starts up. And using just your LocoNet cables, you can set this up as the command station, and now you can use this as a booster as well. So especially if you have multiple boosters like the DB210 here, you can continue to use all of these just like you have before, and then just again use this as the command station. You can also, if you have JMRI running, you can use a throttle like this. It's an ESU Mobile Control 2 throttle, and when you set this up with JMRI, you can use the LocoNet server, and this will connect right up to the DR5000 just like a wireless throttle will, and that will run off of the JMRI once you set up the Wii throttle, and we'll make another video about how to do that here shortly. Anyway, you can also use your regular Digitrax items like you had before. This is a BDL 168 with the breakout board attached to it. You can use that. Just remember on the B for boosters and BDLs. That's an easy way to remember which ones go to the B port. Everything else goes to T. Then if you don't have any boosters already or command stations and you're just getting started, there are also some boosters that look like this that can connect to the B side, and we'll go more into depth on these in another video. Some other advantages of the DR5000 are it's easily software upgradable. The bottom of the box will tell you which version is installed on it when you receive it. This one has 1.47. At the time of this video, 1.5 is out. And so you would just uninstall the previous version, then you can reinstall the new one. And with 1.51, which is not out yet, from my understanding, there will be a way to just install it like a normal exe file, and it will save you the time of just having to remove the old file before installing the new one, which will be really nice. And so that pretty much wraps it up for the DR5000. It's an excellent device. This is what I use personally on my layout, and we have regular operating sessions here, and up to 11 operators, and we use a combination of throttles between these. We also use the CVP ops throttles. Those are connected through a wireless receiver, and they connect in the ExpressNet side of the DR5000. We've also had sessions with the Digitrax throttles as well, and it all works just as it should. If you have any questions about the DR5000, just drop a comment down below, and we'll try to respond to those just as quickly as possible. And so we want to thank you for watching, and if you haven't liked and subscribed, please go ahead and do that, and we will get some new videos out as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.